Hello and welcome to court. Oh, my dog. Hold on. Sorry. My dog has been farting and now needed to, well, you know how this all went. She's not here anymore to bother me or to interrupt our show anymore. So if you guys were around yesterday and you watched the Sony event, the PlayStation event, you noticed that one piece of hardware did get announced that was rumored up until this point, and we need to talk about Sony's Project Q. Here is what we know and what we don't know. There is no price, so we have no idea. We know it's for remote play, and that's it. It's basically a PU, if you will. Think Wii-U, but for PlayStation. It's a PU. No specific release date, but they did say later this year. The controller is an actual DualSense in all intents and purposes. It functions like that, has all the features that a DualSense has, just like the PlayStation 5. Really, the only difference is it's kind of stretched out, and you got a big 8-inch screen plastered in between the two controller sides. It will support Wi-Fi, of course, because this is a stream content from PlayStation 5 device. This is not a standalone handheld console. This isn't a Steam Deck. This isn't a Switch. This is a device more like the thing Logitech makes, and I forgot the name of it, the G something. Anyway, that thing is just for streaming content. This is designed specifically for connecting to a Wi-Fi network and playing your games from your PlayStation 5, which will be on when you play them. It's a remote play device. I want to make that clear. It's not a standalone device, although maybe people will hack it. We'll get to that later. The one thing we don't know for sure is that whether it'll use 5G and you can do this thing on the road or have any kind of connectivity outside of a Wi-Fi network. We don't know yet. In terms of variation or choice, you have a white version of this, and that's it so far as well. So no multiple colors that we know of. Although there's a lot going on in the secondary skin market, so expect some of that. All right, knowing what we know about it, which is very little, here are the things I would like to say about this device. $100 or no deal. Anything higher than 100, I need 100 or lower. I don't think it's going to happen, by the way. My bet is it's going to be more expensive than this. But I need $100 or lower before I go anywhere near this thing. At that price, though, totally stoked about it. I would love some remote play love with a device like this that's dedicated to the task. But anything more than $100 is ridiculous, since there are a lot of devices that already turn your phones or your tablets into remote play devices that play PlayStation games that way, and it's fine. I wish it had an SSD in there and that it would let you play maybe lower resolution versions of your PlayStation games and let you install it directly to a hard drive. I mean, basically be a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally or something like that. That is not what this is, but I really wish it was. I'm super bummed that we're not looking at a proper handheld like a Vita 2. I still think there's potential here, but if they turn around and say, hey, there's a $300 device and I can't do any of that stuff I just mentioned, no deal, no sale. Now, one thing for sure is I know it's going to get hacked and people will be able to do things with it that they didn't intend. I know that at some point someone will hack this device and you'll be able to play Game Pass on it, or you'll be able to play GeForce Now or some other streaming content type game service will be able to play on here because someone will figure a way around it. For all I know, Sony doesn't care, but they didn't say. So we don't know. My guess is they've made it exclusive to PS Remote Play, and that's it. I will say I think having the controller part of it be DualSense in every sense of the word, no pun intended, is actually a really good thing, so that's cool. You want that kind of parity, I think, when you're talking about PS5, given how important that controller is to the overall experience. From an aesthetic standpoint, I'm a big fan of Sony hardware. I like their design aesthetic, generally speaking, but this really does feel like they took a DualSense controller and went and pulled it out to the side and went and stuck a screen between them. Some people really like that look. I think it looks a little ramshackle. And maybe these hopes are dashed still, but maybe that means less expensive at launch. $100, baby. That's your sweet spot. You probably paid more to make them, but $100. Come on, Sony, do us a favor. Throw us a bone. $100, okay? Okay. So a quick note about tonight for Core. We have a full episode of Core coming up, and we will talk more in depth about the Sony event, not just this device, but the new earbuds. We'll talk about a bunch of the games that they showed. Overall, I found the event to be a little bit mid. It was some cool stuff, of course. There's a couple of games specifically from third parties I think that look really interesting. But if you're looking for Sony's next big IP, this was not the event for that. And they kind of just brushed over the hardware stuff at the end. This handheld device and the earbuds were just kind of went right through it real quick and said more information to be coming. But tonight on Core, we'll dig deeper. So make sure you check out the show either live here at YouTube at 5 p.m. Mountain Time or If you'd rather get the podcast, just get Core wherever you get your podcasts. And of course, the video version will be posted right here as well. Real quick note, I cannot stop talking about and loving everything about Warhammer 40K Boltgun, which came out a couple of days ago now. I streamed a chunk of it. I've been playing it offline as well. That game is really good. So more on that shooter. Listen, Quake fans and Doom fans, tune in tonight to Core. I'm not going to be able to shut up about this game. Neither is John. I don't know if Bo played it yet, but it's really good. And we'll talk more about it tonight. Today's text, why not, I say? Somebody sent us a text at 801-471-0462, and it went a little like this. Miramachi CD says, "Hey, Core Daily, what's the latest on the next version of Fable for Xbox? It was the reason I got an Xbox in the first place, and I'm looking for the next game." Well, Miramachi CD, if that is your real name, I don't think it is. I did some digging, and there is really nothing in the way of updates lately on that game. Don't know where we're at with it. I hope Microsoft has some event coming up, or perhaps we'll get some sort of news on what's happening with Fable 4. I guess it would be at this point, right? Or whatever the new Fable is going to be called. We know they're working on it. They've announced as much, but we know nothing about time frame. We haven't seen any kind of screenshots or video, at least up to this very minute. So I couldn't find you anything. My curiosity got a little piqued, though, about how many people actually care about Fable as a series, and doing a little bit of digging around, just kind of get a temperature. It doesn't seem there's that much excitement or that much anticipation for a new Fable game. And that's hard to gauge. The internet's a big place and it's hard to get everybody's opinion, but just, searching around for keywords and looking at Reddits and stuff like that, doesn't seem like people are all that stoked. Are you guys excited? Am I totally wrong about the need for a new Fable game? Should Microsoft cancel it? Should they go ahead and finish it? Let me know. 801-471-0462. Do it now. And now this. Here's video of Bo trying to rescue a lady in Skyrim VR. And I just found it weird and disconcerting. So that's the video we're playing today. We'll see you tomorrow.
I just cook and clean and do whatever it is they ask of me.
Wake up. Wake up, I'm here to rescue you. I guess.